Looking to buy an ultra-modern SBE masterpiece in Waterfall Country Estate? Good afternoon. This is Xavier with Luxury Homes Johannesburg. I'm here once again with Marussia from LuxLive Property Group, who's going to take us on a tour of this stunning home. As always, specs on the house. This is a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom, 4-garage home. Without further ado, Marussia.
Absolutely beautiful house in Waterfall. In fact, probably one of the most beautiful houses. And no wonder it was even selected to feature on one of the channels in South Africa, The Estate. So if you guys are into soapies, look it up, The Estate. They were here for a year filming, and you will see all the beautiful features of the house if you go and watch it. What is really great while we're in the front is we have 2 driveways. So there are 4 garages, and they have designed 2 on each side of the property. And what you see in the middle, Xavier, is actually a little courtyard in front of the guest bedroom. So, and the driveway, even though we elevated, is specially designed to take a sports car. And that's very important for many people, especially when you're buying high-end property like this. This garage right in front of me houses the Porsche. So the driveway is perfectly built for that. And you'll see the rest of the house. A lot of thought has been put into everything. So between the architects, the designers, and the owners who were heavily involved in the design of the house, it's pure perfection and it's very well thought out. We're now walking through the entrance whilst I'm walking and talking, and we already see so much natural light in this property, and the light from outside as well as the lightness of the design with the floating staircase we're going to see shortly, as well as all the glass that they have incorporated into the design. It's just a stunner. And the garden is manicured, so you also enjoy looking at the stunning greenery whilst you're also enjoying the sunlight and the interior of the house. Beautiful trees, and you know those big windows, it's almost like frames the greenery from outside.
Paintings, indeed.
Stepping in to the formal lounge entertainment area, this house was very thought out for entertaining, and everything just flows. We have doors opening on both sides of the built-in bar area and leading you onto the patio. We can get onto the patio from the other lounge as well. Currently, we are looking at the formal lounge, or the first lounge that we enter, and doubling up as a TV room with some built-in cabinetry and one of the multiple fireplaces. It's a gas fireplace, so very easy. And there are also blinds, roller blinds throughout the space. Couple of steps up, we are on an elevated stand, and they've used the slope of the stand beautifully to give the home some levels, and they've placed each room at the exact right position. So your kitchen, of course, should be the top of the hill, right? From the kitchen, you can just check out all your guests, whether it's down at the bar area or your guests in the second lounge area. Massive countertop, and they've used the 2-tone. I saw this yesterday at another house. It works so beautifully with the very light cream color and then the charcoal color on top. Plenty of space for seating, for dining, also plenty of space for setting up your catering. And what they've also done with the cabinetry, they've used gloss finish and they've used cream, and again very dark charcoal to contrast with the white countertops here. Combination of gas and electric stovetop, and of course we've got an extractor fan, and of course we have built-in ovens and the microwave as well. A ton of cupboard space. Very interesting design of the bulkheads, right? With strip lights, mood lights throughout, a bit of crystal in places. It just brings in some drama, it brings in some interest to the eye, and it breaks up that big open plan space very nicely. Walking from the kitchen, I just want to point out we are on a green belt in Waterfall, so you can see the green belt from your kitchen side, from your scullery. You can also step out onto the garden from there, and for that reason they've also placed the invisible fencing. So again, you're just looking at this big green space outside. From the kitchen, stepping into the dining room, 10-seater dining room table, and very nicely positioned right next to the kitchen space. So you can set out your catering on this very large countertop, and it is a very showy element of the kitchen, and then you can serve your guests from there. Another fireplace, gas fireplace, separates the dining room from the lounge area, and it is a little bit sparsely furnished because the owners are almost 1 foot out of the house, but it is staged for our enjoyment. So massive lounge area, absolutely massive. And again, they've created mood with the drop ceiling and the concealed lights that you see. Even though it's daylight, it just looks really great. And then floor to ceiling windows, again showcasing the green belt that you're on. And of course, you do have the roller blinds throughout this space, so if the sun is getting too much or for evening time, you can drop them and enjoy some privacy here. What they've done with this lounge area is there's folding doors and a sliding door on both sides, because you're really invited to enjoy the garden space that you've got. It's quite a big stand, plus again, with the design and with the landscaping, there are so many spots in the garden that you can enjoy. So stepping out from the lounge, let's first start with the Boma. And everything here is built in very nicely. You have a wood-burning Boma area. And if you sit here, you're literally seeing the sunset, because this entire home is spread out north-facing. So all the rooms that we've walked, the 2 bedrooms upstairs, everything is north-facing, meaning we're also getting the nice sun from the east in the mornings. And if we're sitting at the Boma, we're enjoying the sunsets. You're walking through the garden now, and just want to point out, very low maintenance, even though it looks absolutely perfect. But there's a lot of indigenous trees, a lot of succulents as well, with the aloes, with your cycads. So the garden is designed to look amazing throughout the year and to look very green. They've designed this big area here around the pool. The pool is already quite massive. I think it's about 10 by 4, 10 by 4.5 meters, with a waterfall feature. So you've got the sound of the water. You also, of course, have the space with the pool, and you enjoy the sunset. So if you are sitting on these beautiful deck chairs there, you are catching the best sun throughout the day. And because these owners have thought of everything, you have an outdoor shower, literally just outside, 5 steps away from the pool area. It's definitely worthwhile just taking a couple of seconds just to stop and take this house in. It is a very distinct signature design of SBE architects, but I definitely also want to give the owners credit because they were so heavily involved in the design. It is an absolute beauty to look at. From pretty much from every corner. In terms of quality, it is built on a raft foundation. A lot of people would often have a bit of a concern with waterfall and with water. This house is pure perfection. There is no water issues. The corners, the finishes, the build is solid. It looks like it was completed yesterday. It is in such perfect condition. Now, a very nice feature here, we've literally walked behind the pool area. So what they've done, the water feature has been built into a little half wall, which serves 2 purposes. Number one, it just is very pretty and it breaks the garden into 2 parts. But the second purpose is you have a jacuzzi here. And that jacuzzi is then shielded from the street or from any form of visitor view. It's super private. Do what you want. I've just said it's private, so there you go. And now we've stepped into the patio area. Massive again, very high ceiling, but also very deep. So soft furniture, dining room table, there's the gas braai here. Again, a very private patio because of the way the house almost like wraps around it and frames it. And now just to show how the flow goes, your guests would have gone out, maybe gone through the Boma, gone through the pool, into the patio, and now we're walking through the sliding door that just conceals itself into the wall and into the bar area with built-in fridges, wine cooler, nice display cabinets, a bit more countertop space, and space also to serve your cocktails. And let's head down towards the study area of the house. Just a quick look again through the glass.
The framing that you mentioned, again, here we are. It's almost a painting as if, look at this, nice jacuzzi area. You can just chillax in front, not having to worry about anyone driving past or looky-loos.
Absolutely. So just a quick look around the corner. Guest toilet on the left-hand side. And sometimes people would like to see what a garage of one of these houses looks like. This is one of the 4 garages, well, it's the double garage. There are extra depth, there are also exceptionally high ceilings. So often people use such high ceilings to suspend some additional stuff that they might have. I've seen tule boxes suspended from the ceiling. You can use it for anything you like. Now we've walked back towards the entrance, and to the left of the entrance hall, what we've got here is another lounge area, currently utilized as a games room. So absolutely very clever use of space. It's out the way, but once again, you can see the garden from here through the floor to ceiling windows that we've got. We've walked through that lounge games room area into the study area. Very nice, inviting study, lots of natural light, built-in air conditioning, of course your roller blinds. So again, we've got those beams that on both sides actually. So it's modern, it's low-key, but it's also a room I can stay all night. And the door here leads to the other 2 garages. Again, massive space. They are unusually deep garages with a lot of storage. The house also comes with a generator, very important in today's load shedding days. And the generator kicks in automatically. Now, completely private, tucked away from the entrance hall is the 4th bedroom, which is the guest bedroom. As I step into this lush carpet, my feet literally just sink in. It is so soft and plenty of cupboard space. The bedroom was designed for someone to spend long periods of time here. You have your own private courtyard with a built-in seating area just outside. You have very nice high floor-to-ceiling lush curtains that were designed for the space. So very welcoming and very cozy feeling. And you've got a full ensuite bathroom. And it's beautiful what they've done with the doors here. The doors are sliding, so they just slide against the wall, meaning the door can just stay open all the time if someone is staying here, but it can be closed for privacy without taking up any space.
Very nice. I love the separation, nice and private, like you said, and separate access from the outside as well.
And this is the ground floor done. Let's head up. Floating staircase, like I mentioned earlier, really nice, light and airy, but super solid. As you're walking up the staircase, you just feel this is concrete, solid, and with the added glass and with the gorgeous crystal chandelier in the middle, very modern, very nice space. Modern space, crystal chandelier, seamless glass balustrades, The views through those massive windows again, looking out onto the garden. Stunning landing, very impressive. And as we land, we first, of course, see the pyjama lounge upstairs, also fitted with a gas fireplace, so heating is not a problem in this house at all. It's also big enough to be a pyjama lounge plus a gym area, should you wish to. Or you could even close it off and create a cinema room. I see this is the flavor of the day today. A couple of steps up, and let's start with the master bedroom or the main bedroom. And just going up the couple of steps, I just want to point out very wide corridor, and that's almost reflected in the corridor that we see downstairs. You could literally, it's what, 2 meters? And as I'm standing, I would invite you to also turn around and have a look at the gorgeous view that you would see in the morning as you step out of those double doors and greet the day. And of course, you're going to greet the day with the view that you see through this window that is again like a picture frame. And being west, you will also see the sunset there. It also creates a stunning flow of air. So this house is very breezy. You can't feel it in the video, but it feels light and breezy. We've now stepped onto yet another very lush carpet. It's like sink in, massive bedroom. There's a king size bed here, space for a lounge area here as well. And then sliding doors taking you out onto the balcony. And let's take one more opportunity to have a look at the garden and the stunning view. We are very high up. Our stand is quite elevated, so we're looking above the rooftops of the houses. And we're mostly just looking at trees and sky. There is an aircon built in here. What we also have is a two-sided gas fireplace. So very nicely warms up the bathroom as well as the bedroom. And you walk into the bathroom through, again, a double door. So you can keep it nice and open, again, to get that breeze through. Or you can close it if you wish to. Victoria and Albert, freestanding bath, double basin, and 2 showers. So very generous bath in very middle to dark grays. So nice and subdued bath, inviting you to do a bubble bath and just enjoy some peace and quiet in there. And now walking just across, we're still in the main bedroom suite. This is the walk-in closet. It is gorgeous. There's a ton of drawers. There's a ton of space for your stunning shoes, because you absolutely have to display shoes when they are as beautiful as this. You have some open hanging spaces, closed spaces. You have a really nice soft seating area right here to put your shoes on or whatever you wish. And you have a dressing table space as well. So they've thought of everything here, and it's spacious enough.
Very impressive indeed. Stunning, stunning, stunning. All of these carpets as well, we've said it before. It's very
lush.
Lush.
And now taking steps back past the staircase, the other 2 bedrooms opposite each other on the 2 opposite corners. So each bedroom is very private, and each bedroom is en suite, and each bedroom is very spacious. So full en suite here, different look and feel with the bathroom, with 3D effect tiles, so very nice textural element, as well as marble looking tiles for the rest of the bathroom. So the quality is amazing, but also the condition it is in, it is pristine. It's absolutely a stunner. And its own balcony here, and the view is amazing. The view of Waterfall, and of course, being in Waterfall, it's important to note you buy the house inclusive of transfer fees. So you literally just have to pay the price of the house plus conveyancer fees. You're saving a lot of money when you buy in Waterfall. Walking across, linen cupboard here, and just a quick look, chandelier, we're seeing the garden again. There is not one spot in this house that doesn't just give you a feast to the eye. So this is the third bedroom upstairs. Once again, high ceilings, very cozy room, plenty of cupboard space along that entire wall there. Own bathroom as well, space for seating here as well, over and above the bed. And again, a full bathroom.
Gorgeous. I love the natural light that they've done through these pocket windows, or these, what's it called, clear story windows up here.
There's a ton of natural light in the space, absolutely. And of course, this one has its own balcony as well. And it's really beautiful to step out here and have a look at how they've used up the slope of the stand to create different areas and different layers of interest throughout the property. From your open patio area, the Boma, the covered patio, the different levels of the balconies. Can you imagine the engineering and the architectural expertise that was required to create this kind of property?
Truly stunning, very, very impressive. SBE masterpiece, no doubt.
Okay, so we've done the upstairs with the 3 bedrooms, full ensuite, and the pajama lounge. So heading back towards the garden maybe.
I would love to see the outside pool again.
And check the temperature, because it's a hot day today. So maybe worthwhile to stage a fall in the pool.
Sure, are you the Chinese volunteer?
So heading out through the bar area, just checking if there are any gin and tonics that magically appeared.
I love this green wall that actually, like you correctly point out, separates the privacy on that side with the pool area.
And being cycads, they stay green and they stay lush throughout the year. And look at the tree behind that we can see through the glass, the aloe tree. It's magnificent.
Marussia, ultra-modern SBE masterpiece in Waterfall Country Estate. This is a stunner. Guys, what do you think? As always, Marussia's details are below. Any questions or viewing requests, make sure to reach out. Thank you so much for joining us, and make sure to check out these videos on the side that might interest you as well. Have an awesome, awesome afternoon.